Hey, hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of To the Max Outdoors. Here we are, it's finally time. I'm going to finally start hunting. As you can see here on the four-wheeler, we have ourselves a tree stand. I'm on a new piece of property today that I've leased. I got on a lease with a friend of mine. This chunk of property actually borders a friend of mine's father's piece of property, so I jumped on this property with him, and it's going to give us a good bit of property to hunt, and I'm really excited about it. I've been on the other side of this, on his father's property. I've hunted over there before, but I don't remember ever being this far over onto this side of it. And a pretty cool thing about this piece of property is I'm standing in the corner of 3 different counties here in West Virginia. It's pretty cool. There's a county there, a county there, and a county there, so it's pretty neat. This property is divided into 2 counties, but same regulations go. As you can see here on the front, I've got the old trusty 410 here. It is fall turkey season. I believe there's 2 more days left. Today's Friday, October the 18th. I believe it's until Sunday. What is that? The 20th. It'd be until Sunday the 20th. I've got my calls here in my pocket. I got a pretty good idea of what ridge I want to be on. I'm going to go find a tree stand that a friend of mine has in here that he hasn't hunted in a while. I'm gonna go find it. It's in the spot I want to be. I'm an Onyx guy. When I looked at Onyx, I'm like, boom, I want to be right here, Josh. And he said, well, I've got a stand there already. So a couple different objectives for today. We're gonna go find Josh's tree stand. We're gonna make sure it's good to go, because both of us will hunt it. I'm sure I'll hunt it a time or 2, and he may want to hunt it. And then I'm gonna put this big game warrior tree stand up. I'm a huge fan of these warrior ladder stands. When it comes to ladder stands, I leave the handrails off of them so I can bow hunt out of them. So I've got another place on this ridge here that I want to pick up today, and we're going to just slowly make our way through here. I'm going to ride the four-wheeler to a certain point, and then I'm going to get off on foot, and I'll do a little bit of calling. It's what is it? It's 9 o'clock in the morning. I kind of like this 9 to noon for fall turkey hunting. Fall turkey hunting is something I always enjoy to do, but rarely get to do it, just because I usually work a ton of overtime this time of year to try to make up for traveling baseball in the summer, and knowing I'm going to take some time off coming up here, early November into December for our rifle season, and when the rut actually kicks off hard. So I don't know, stay tuned. This is kind of going to be a hodgepodge video. I ain't going to lie to you, but we're going to be in the woods. We're going to put a tree stand up. We're going to do a little bit of turkey calling. I even brought some lead shot for the 410. We may even try to find a squirrel and take a squirrel down with this 410. They're 2.5-inch shells too, so we'll see what happens there. But I don't know, stay tuned. We'll see what happens. I'll bring you back. Run and gun game calls, blue collar, Newman Brown. A little bit of a kiki there at the end. Kikis are hard to do for me on a mouth call, but I think it does a job. I've had success with it before in the past in the fall. This is super thick piece of property that we're on. Dang it, I got the sun in the back there. Let me stand right here. So as you can see up through here, this is the ridge that we're looking at right now. A friend of mine, Josh, has a tree stand somewhere on this ridge. We're gonna go up there and find it. His dad's property actually starts right around there. That ridge ends, and that's where Josh's dad's property started. So I've hunted on that side before. This is an old coal strip mine job, so it is stupid thick. If you look around here, it's friggin' autumn olives and locust trees and sycamore. That's about what we got down here in this bottom, but the ridges are hardwoods. I see a lot of good trees. The ridges are all hardwood stuff, oak and walnut. So we're gonna go up there and take a peek around. That's the third time that I've stopped and called. And we're not blocking the sun very good at all. That's the third time that I've stopped and called. As I made my way through here, I had to stop and do a little bit of machete work to get my way in. This road's really overgrown. Where we've made it to now is where my friend Josh has come from his dad's property with the tractor and a brush hog. He's made it this far out through here, which is fine because that's how they access it. So, you know, that's fine by me. I can get the fool around through the other side, no problem. But I don't know. We shall see. I'm hearing tons and tons and tons of squirrels cutting. Like when I stop and make some turkey calls and do a little bit of machete work, man, all I hear is turkeys cutting. Squirrels cutting. I mean, everywhere around here I can hear them cutting and dropping. So that's a pretty good sign. I hope it's all not hickory, but we'll see what it is. I will say, coming in here, there's some bear sign in here. Like I said, I'm in the corner of 3 counties here. Kind of in the border of, I don't want to say heavy bear population, but I'm kind of in the corner of moderate bear population versus not so moderate bear population. So they're kind of anxious to see how these deer act to a bear. There definitely is a bear living on this old strip job. Coming through here, I seen his sign, I seen his scat. I've seen where he's broken some autumn olives off to get the berries out of them. So I know we got a freaking nuisance bear here. So sure would be nice to run one of them wreck broadheads through him here right quick and get him out of the way so we can deer hunt. But we'll see what happens. Like I said, I got that ladder stand. I need to go up here and find me a place, and I need to go find my buddy Josh's tree stand and see if I can't get the foiler up here to the top of the ridge. So hang tight. Next time we catch up with you, I'll be up here on the ridge and probably going to do a little bit of squirrel hunting. I ain't gonna lie, because I haven't heard a turkey, and I think it's extremely too thick in here for a turkey to be down in this bottom. Now, once we get up onto that ridge where it's more open and there's hardwood, I suspect that's where the turkey should be, is up in whatever oak or beech or whatever nut happened to hit down here in this area. So we're gonna get up here and do a little bit more scouting, and I'll bring you back when we get there. All right, so there we are. Right there is the Big Game Warrior tree stand that I was talking about. I've got it situated here. I'm in a really thick, I'm just below the top of the ridge by about 60 yards. I'm on a nice flat that's cut through here. It is extremely thick in here. When I say extremely thick, I'm talking probably 30-yard shot is the max. I did a little bit of trimming to shoot to my strong side, sitting down in the tree stand. There is a I won't call it a road. There's some kind of power line or cable line, or I'm not sure what it is, some kind of utility line that goes up over the hill here that hasn't been fooled with in bunches and bunches of years, but there's a good trail that comes up through that. I'm about 30 yards off of that, so it cleared me out a shooting lane to it. I had to do a lot more cutting and machete work than I wanted to do. That's why I'm down to a t-shirt now, but it is what it is. I think this is going to be a really good tree stand, but I just don't think it's going to see a lot of deer out of it. I sometimes call these suicide stands because more you set in them, the more you think about it. But I know it's just a general term. But a lot of the stands like this, I know is going to be good come the rut or come midday during the rut when them bucks are looking for somewhere to lay down and grab a bite to eat, take a snack, lay down for a little bit. I would imagine that there's bunches of does that bed in on here. I didn't really find any oak in here that hit to speak of. There's a bunch of walnuts in here, and other than that, it's just browse and walnuts. There is a few oaks scattered to the right side of this, to the weak side of my stand. My right side would be where the oak is, and it didn't really hit. Very few and far between. I'm on a really good deer trail. There's actually even a scrape right here already, so I did bring some scrape juice with me. I'm gonna freshen that up. I'm gonna hang a camera in here, and I'm gonna get in here and I'm gonna let this die down for about a week or so to let me get out of here. The camera is sitting on the foiler right now, so I like to give this a week or so to let everything die back down where I've been in here fumbling around, beating around. Got the smells of everything in here, and I don't know, we shall see. Like I said, this is a tight tree stand. Probably not going to see a lot of deer out of it, but I got a feeling when I do see a deer out of it, it's going to be worthwhile. And then come rifle season, I'll definitely be able to rifle hunt out of it. It's just going to have to be selective with shots. You know, it's really tight, it's really thick. I will be able to poke some through here, but that's where a heavier grain bullet's going to come in handy, right there in the 30-06 and the muzzle loader. So we'll see what we can get done. So I appreciate you following me along today for this little bit of riding around and scouting a little bit, did a little bit of turkey hunting. Of course, all the squirrels I heard cutting this morning, I ain't heard or seen one yet, but in this type of woods here, you got to be right up on them. There's still enough greenery in the undergrowth that you can't really see through it yet, but we're nearing the part where this greenery on the undergrowth is going to be done and gone. So I'm excited. I'm really excited. So I appreciate you joining me. Thank you for watching To The Max Outdoors.